Hello and welcome back to Lauralign Yoga. On today's practice, you can look forward to exploring your balance with me. So go ahead and get comfy and I'll see you on the mat. Hello. Today we are gonna start off on our backs, once again as always, and eventually do a series of balancing poses using poses that we already have gone over, for the most part anyway. So you'll see what I mean. Just go ahead and start off on your back. Take a nice full body stretch. Let your hands land wherever they are comfy. Bend your knees if you would like to, or also if you have difficulty breathing like I do, it'll shorten your diaphragm and make it easier to breathe. And we're just taking a second here to just shake off the day so far. Get your little head massage going on, or your vagus nerve exercise, or your infinity eye X's, crisscrosses. Basically, just do a little bit of self-care here on the mat, whatever that means to you. If this happens to be your first practice with me in my personal yoga practice series, welcome. I do these head massages and scratchies. I try to every single time at the beginning here when we're on our backs. Just manipulating the hair follicles on the scalp like this will create an automatic relaxation response in the body. There's a lot of science behind it, so I won't get too much into it, but it really does help to relax your body and slow down your breath. So that's why I tried to incorporate it into my beginnings, or if I'm ever nervous or anxious about something. And then you can look up the vagus nerve exercise or reset if you want to. So pause the video. I've already gone over it a couple times here on the channel. Vagus is V-A-G-U-S, not Vegas like Las Vegas. But what I've been doing is this crisscrossy eye thing. So While we're here laying down, open your eyes if they are not already open, and basically just look from the top right corner of your eyes with both of your eyes. So both of your eyes are looking at the same point. I mean, obviously, but I'm just saying. Just so it's clear, I don't want any instructions unclear to happen here. So both eyes are looking towards the most upper right point, then go down to the lower right point, and then all the way up and across to the top left, and then down, bottom left, and then across again, up, back to the up right, right upper. So it's like a little infinity, like a crisscrossy infinity that we're just doing with our eyes here. It's funny because my leg, I almost can't seem to do it while I'm talking without like doing some weird stuff with my feet. So that's interesting. I'm just going to take a few minutes here to do my eye crisscrossies, and this really helps with eye strain if you wear glasses and can help strengthen your eye muscles. I've been noticing that, so let's I'm so excited because I have a lot of things that I want to talk about, but I also need to do my eye crisscrossies. So let me focus on that real quick. Relax your jaw. Can also go from both top points just straight across. Same thing, bottom, straight across. And you can always do a slow circle. So whenever you're closing your eyes, this is more of a question for yourself, but whenever you're closing your eyes, and this is going to sound weird, but where are you looking? Think about that. You can, when your eyes are closed, you can still move them, right? So are they both looking at the same point? I started noticing that my right eye didn't follow where the left eye was going. It was almost like a lazy feeling. I don't know how it looks when it's doing that, but it even happens sometimes without my eyes closed. I've just been noticing. So just focus a little bit on the position of your eyes. So it should hopefully be somewhere straight up. Like if you were to imagine where your eyebrows are, just focus your eyes gently on like this area. And I can feel this in all the things connecting my eyes and my nose and things together. Like it's really crazy, these sensations that we don't really pay attention to until there's something wrong. And you're like, okay, this doesn't really feel right, but I don't know how to make it feel right or what feels right. So it's a little bit of self-exploration. All right, moving on, because I can talk about stuff like that all day. Go ahead and get to a seated position. You can do Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold here for a nice stretch out of the back, the glutes, the hammies. Straighten your spine for a different kind of stretch here. Just play around and explore. That's really, I mean, what every practice, as I always say, is about. Transitioning now to a cat-cow, because I'm really feeling some pain in my left hip right now, so as always, paying attention to alignment and pressing into everything touching the mat. Doing a little loosey-goosey cat-cow here. Half moon, side stretches. Whatever feels good to you. Always take it back to child's pose if you wish. My hair is just unreasonably floofy right now, so... Put this hot mess on up real quick. And with this cat-cow today, you have two options, and I'm going to do both of them for you, but just watch real quick before you do anything if you want. You can do what we have done before, so tabletop position, so flat back, and do a hovering cat. So lift up just from the knees only. Or you can start working on balancing table, so extending one leg out, flexing your foot, toes pointed down, maybe eventually moving into the opposite arm, so on and so forth. And you can really do a lot with this, so I'm gonna mostly focus on balancing table, but you do you, so do them both if you want. A little hovering cat never hurt anybody, so I'm just gonna take three breaths. Clearly I need them. 3 breaths in a hovering cat, and then move on to balancing table. So here we go. Honestly, it feels good to know that I could have gone for longer, so neat. Again, I'm gonna stick this left leg on out, work on balancing. So the trick here is still pressing into everything touching the mat, and you have to be kind of hyper aware of the position of your body. So take a peek back if you need to, and make sure your leg is where it should be, which mine is. Woohoo! I wasn't really sure, to be honest. Even staying right here is working out for me just fine. You can feel it in your glutes. Nice stretch in the hammy. In the core. In this right glute especially here. So we're gonna switch. Make sure your shoulders and hips are as square as they can be. Yeah, my wrists are not really liking that today, so we're gonna kick it on back to child's pose for a second here. Might have to reevaluate that plan. Can always try things and see if it works out, and if it does, then great, and if it doesn't, then not only at least you tried, but also Now you have a starting point. So a lot of my practices are revolving around the same kind of poses, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm gonna spend a lot more time on balancing table. In every practice, I'm gonna try to touch on that during cat-cow time. So doing this can really help you see the progression. And that little back and forth dance that I've been talking about, that sometimes you just can't do things that you've already done before. Some days are just like that. So don't let those days discourage you. We all have off and bad days. So I would love to go ahead and get up off of these wrists. Let's go ahead and meet me standing. So mountain pose, Tadasana. You can be anywhere on your mat for this. Really, a lot of instructors say meet me at the front of your mat, but you do whatever you want to do. I'm going to meet you in the middle for a second. We can always put our trusty block between our legs here for balance. And we're just gonna chill here for a few minutes. Anjali Mudra at the heart, if it please you. Pressing into your palms for balance. All four corners of each foot touching the ground. You should be able to lift your toes up if you're doing that correctly. Feeling a lift from the tops of your knees, engaging your quads. Trying to relax your shoulders. Maybe instead of Anjali Mudra, well, you could potentially take it behind your back. Ooh, that feels nice. Opening up the shoulders. Maybe even clasping the hands at the bum. Take the hands up to touch above your head. Extended mountain pose. The trick here is to try to relax your shoulders while lifting your arms. So shoulders away from the ears. Rain down your fingers. Can do a couple of those back and forth. Take some free movement here, whatever you want to do. whatever feels good, whatever your body is saying it wants. Sometimes one of these can be nice, especially if you're working on your shoulders like me. Look at yourself doing this in a mirror, and I promise you're gonna be like, whoa. You might very well be unbalanced just like I was, and I'm thinking I'm balanced right now, but I don't actually have a mirror right there, so it's over there. So I'm not sure. It looks balanced to me, feels balanced, but that's why a mirror is your best friend when it comes to yoga. All right, so wherever you are, take one more breath. Remove your block for this one, and put your feet together. Go ahead and bend the knees and fold over, all the way over. Hang down like a rag doll. So press into your feet. Stick that bum up. I guess I should maybe turn this way. Stick that bum up. And you're trying to find the balance here. You shouldn't need to hold on. You should be able to do something with your arms here that will allow you to relax completely. If you need to, you can widen the feet. That will assist you with balance. So just let go. And if that gets to be too much, like for me, I'm feeling it, oof, man, pretty much everywhere in my legs. You can always drop it down to like a low squat. Go back and forth between those. This can feel really nice here to rest for a moment. I am definitely feeling that stretch. All right, when you've had your fill, go ahead and meet me on your belly. You can always take a child's pose here. And we're gonna do whatever type of gentle back bend you would like. This is a baby cobra variation. There's always up dog, regular cobra. Using your elbows to keep your upper back supported. You should not feel any stress there. Pressing into your pelvis, your toes, tops of your feet, your arms, your elbows. Extend your neck out. Feel free to release to the mat becomes too much or if you just need to rest. If it's ever painful for you to have your nose touching the mat, please let me know. Mine was too. Mine used to be too. And I think it might be a sign of upper cervical instability. So if you don't know what that means, I'm gonna post some videos on it very soon. That's what I've been dealing with. So when you've had your fill of your gentle back bend, we are going to basically wind down the session. So transition to your back, however you would like. We're gonna do some twisting first. So twist of your choice. You can always freestyle it. So right leg out somehow, left leg comes over, stretch, or you can do them both at the same time. Just make sure your both shoulders are on the mat. You can feel free to turn your head the opposite way of your knees for some added stretchiness. So just see whatever feels good for you. Might not be the same thing every day. Switch sides whenever you would like. Hug your knees up to your chest. Do a little roll back and forth. You can always play with the position of your knees, and that will allow you to kind of massage little different areas of your body. So, little happy baby here wouldn't hurt. Ooh, very much feels amazing. So grab the outer edges of your feet like so, and you're basically just trying to find the balance here. Pushing your feet into your hands. Out to Shavasana. Whenever you are ready. Trying to do this with my eyes closed is not working. Great job today. Take a few deep breaths in your own time. Try to extend out that exhale just a little bit if you need to. I hope that you are enjoying these videos. Please let me know. I would love to hear from you. And if you have anything that you are working on specifically that you might want me to touch upon, please also let me know. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.